fine gentleman. We'll take one per character. Just one, just to get a little taste. Each character can have one little item. Isabella. Varric, Sebastian. Most of these no one can use except me. Jeez, some of these are incredibly strong. Merrill Anders. Special deliveries. Instant learn abilities or prove attributes. Some of these are incredibly... I hate when they make some of this stuff just incredibly OP. Get a little bit of free gold, though. I will give myself more magic, I think. More magic. Wait a minute, do these launch like a separate campaign? These statue things? So that's not like part of the game, it's a separate part of the game. Oh, I don't like when DLC does that. Well, let's see. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, so I won't have to wait till further in the game. Let's go Varric for picking locks. Fenris for pew pew, and then you for tanking. That should be fun. There's a lot of stuff in the gallows. Let's go check out the gallows.
I've heard about the Circle of Magi outside of the Imperium, but I've never been in one. Are you certain it's wise for you to be here?
Oh, I'm sure nobody will notice little old me. Don't you worry.
Very reassuring. This seems more like a prison. I wonder if it's more effective than the Circle I know.
How is the Imperial Circle of Magi different?
Once upon a time, it was as it is here. The Chantry watched the Magisters closely for any signs of corruption or weakness. Then it changed. The Magisters were permitted to watch over their own, and Templars kept only to enforce the law. What happened next was inevitable. The Magisters rule again, as powerful as they ever were.
You talk about the Magisters as if they are all evil.
I have no doubt that some are good and noble men, strong enough to resist temptation. But how many temptations do you wish to offer a man before he will give in? Blood magic is everywhere in Tevinter. from the lowliest apprentice up to the Archon himself.
You can't have seen this for yourself.
Daenerys talked about it often. Of course, they say it's forbidden. Behind the smiles and closed doors, however, it's a different matter. To be a Magister in Tevinter is to be glorious. To be a powerful Magister in Tevinter, that is worth any price.
You're saying the same thing could happen here?
If the mages were permitted to be their own watchers, of course. It is too easy for a mage to resort to blood magic if they feel the need is great enough. A mage can desire power, justice, revenge, protection. Any cause will do, and then they are lost.
The ones that are lost should be dealt with.
That is the question, isn't it? Who should deal with them? All I am saying is the Imperium offers no answer. All that Andraste did long ago to end the tyranny of magic has been undone. Power corrupts, as they say, and mages have power enough already.
You said the Chantry used to watch the Magisters. Why did they stop?
You must remember that the attitude towards magic is different in Tevinter. Magisters came from wealthy families, bloodlines that had nurtured magical talent for countless generations. The Chantry was not trying to control poor peasants, but the scions of the greatest houses in the Imperium.
I thought the Magisters had been thrown down by the Chantry.
On the contrary, Andraste never defeated the Imperium. A great army conquered the south, but not the north. The Magisters eventually surrendered to the Chantry, but they did so on their terms. They kept their influence. Thus, they reclaimed what they lost over the centuries. Some battles are lost by inches.
What the Circle does here is better than the alternative.
An alternative I am very familiar with. Freedom is a noble ideal, but I see no oppression here. I see fear and danger. But enough. I'm sure we came here for a reason.
Did we? Hello there.
Do you know a recruit named Karen? His sister is looking for him.
We cannot speak to you, Messer.
That guy's mustache.
To the void with that. Karen and the others are missing.
But our orders...
The Knights aren't doing anything to find them. Maybe it's time to ask for outside help.
I wasn't even certain Karen was missing. Who else is gone?
The first ones disappeared weeks ago. There's been at least half a dozen. Wilmot and Karen were the most recent.
Why must you keep silent about Karen?
You obviously aren't a Templar, Messer.
A Knight Lieutenant gives you an order and you obey, without question. They told us not to breathe a word about Karen and the others.
They must have their reasons.
And that'll be a great comfort if you go missing next.
You're already defying orders to talk to me. Might as well share the good stuff.
I hear that Knight Commander Meredith has some new initiation you have to go through. If you're not strong enough or fervent enough in belief, you don't make it out alive.
Seems to me a weak Templar would die just as quickly.
And you honestly believe that?
Recruits keep going missing.
Wilmot came back.
What?
He did. I saw him this morning.
What else do you know about the initiation?
You hear about some... questionable things that the Order must do these days. The Knight Commander only wants Templars that can do... what must be done.
Andraste alive. She's killing recruits that might question her orders, isn't she?
That's rubbish. She wouldn't do that.
Wouldn't she?
If Wilmot came back, he might know more about the other missing recruits.
I bet he would.
Wilmot told me he was going outside Kirkwall. Clear his head, he said.
Why didn't you tell us this?
Knight Captain Cullen ordered it, right before he chased after Wilmot. That wasn't too long ago. If you hurry, you may catch them on the road.
Well, I shall try. Hello, who are you, sir?
We have found neither hide nor hair of the lad, Fainreal. I can only think he has fallen victim to demons or slavers.
I found this. It was addressed to you. It seems to be from your daughter.
My daughter? Then... you know what she is. How she died. When I traced her to that warehouse, I should have forced her into the circle. My own weakness in the face of her pleas is what destroyed her. It is why I urged Ariani not to give in when Fainreal wished to hide. If only I had been so strong for Olivia.
So, is this a bad time to say 2 gold a week for the next year, or the Templars get a copy of that letter?
Cruel and petty.
Shut up,
Seems only
Meredith.
fair.
Shut up, Meredith.
Monster. Fine. Money is what you wish to avoid dragging my Olivia's name through the mud. You shall have it. Now be gone.
2 gold. Aw, Varric didn't like that. Aveline didn't like that. Oh, come on, Aveline. Don't be such a bitch. Jeez. I gotta make some money, okay?
I know your face. I am Tobias, and you are a hawk. I remember your father. Malcolm was a good man.
My father must have left quite an impression. The letter I found was ancient.
I needn't tell his own child how special he was. As to the letter, it pained me to send news of the Templar's death.
The Templar?
He allowed your father to leave Kirkwall. Rule is not served by caging the best of us. A wise man.
Hello, Heisen Wookie.
Sounds like he didn't quite understand the job.
Doubt can serve the faithful, even as it vexes them. I fear this has been lost. I will send the letters I held. It seems fitting that they return to family.
Thanks.
Such a friendship. Few like your father remain. Even fewer like the Templar. Rest well at the Maker's side, Sir Morivard Carver.
That is quite a bit better. But it's expensive. It's fine, I guess. Alright, we need to go. We need to do some, like... Oh, we need some enchantment. Probably have some runes, maybe. I have 34. I do have 34 gold, don't I? I guess I do. Yeah, yeah, Dead Sea enchantment. Chat loves enchantment. Enchantment. Dead Sea. Yeah, it's a much better sword than what he's got, so we'll give that to Fenris. That thing's ugly. So OP. That belt's insane. My God. Those are so crazy. Oh my God. We didn't get Fenris a goodie. We gotta get him a goodie. Everyone else got a goodie. It's only fair.
I understand your name.
Let's go. Boop.
Maker's breath, you get more letters than I do. There's another one on the desk.
God, Gimlin, I hate you. Oh, you're such a dick. Damage versus demons and undead. That one's pretty good. It's not like super OP either. So if I take all the items, it'll get the quest out of my logs for each one. I'll put them in my personal storage instead. It's amazing just how OP these weapons are. They gave such OP weapons. That one's not super OP. Carver, Isabella, Fenris. Oh, that's Fenris. I didn't see that one on his. Oh, I didn't look at the rings, I think. Yeah, unfortunately, for some reason they decided to put all of the quest items inside of your log here, and they don't go away once you pick them up. It's real stupid. This could go faster if I sell junk first. Let's go sell some crap real fast.
So, Elf, that thing you do with your hand.
20 more slots. That thing you do with your hand? What? What thing is he doing with his hand? That thing you do with your hand, buddy.
I can all. Pleasant.
I bet that would make pocketing easier.
I'll try it sometime and find out.
My dear wife Nanette has gone missing. I should reward him when he finds her safety. Question about the bounty on Nanette. Come speak to me at the Hightown Market. I shall do that in a minute.
Another messenger came by with a letter. It's on the...
Oh, thank you, Dick. God, he's such an asshole. Carver, Isabella, Fenris. Fenris. God, these weapons are so brokenly strong. Take all that, and all that, and all that, and all that. And all... Oh, much of that I can get as well. Put the rest in my storage. Whoops. The white one I can take. These items are really good, but unfortunately they are extremely overpowered. Until the last act. In the last act, they're probably more on par with the gear. I'll get you an hour ban. Alright, let's see. I don't think I'll ever use Meryl, ever. That's not that powerful. Some of these items are way powerful. Other ones are just like, they're not that bad. Like +1 willpower, +7 health, that's not that powerful. Like that is not going to break anything. Actually, all this armor, if it's not mage, I can't use it. So I just sell it. I think they only sell for like, a bronze. Because companions are the only ones able to use that shit properly. Mage, mage, mage. Mage, rogue. Mage, mage. Rogue, rogue, rogue. Meryl's your waifu? Meryl's okay, but I don't know. Just not for me. Some people like Meryl, and that's fine. People have to like anything they like. Okay, let's go get rid of all that crap. Too much crap. And does your husband do? I liked him better in Awakening. In this game, he's a little different. I don't know. It's hard to explain. He's just like not the same, for better or for worse. Well, these only sell for a copper. They're so OP and they only sell for 1 copper. That's nuts. So it doesn't even break money. That's awesome.
Come. Hand out trophies for the best.
I'm not brooding.
Moping, then. You seem like you're a champion at it.
Perfectly content at the moment.
Oh, so that's you smiling. Glad you clarified that.
Corrupted ring. +1 armor. +16 attack. His gear is so bad.
Never have known.
Sandal. Enchantment.
Don't mind him, miss. What do you need, my good friend?
Let's see what your son can do.
Enchantment!
Bianca. 10 physical damage. Let's do attack. And then armor. The Bond's back door. +7 armor. Van's tailored leather. Enemies drop more coin. Yes, please. Enchantment! Dan C. Yeah, if Sandal ever got a class, he'd be the Knight Enchanter, I'm sure.
I need to find my wife. What do you mean you can't help me?
This is a domestic matter, Sirrah. If your wife has chosen to leave you, there's nothing we can do.
Ninette is my wife. She's legally bound to me. Bring her back.
We're done here.
Useless. Why are we still paying those sluggards?
You should pay someone else. Like me. I like being paid.
If you can find Ninette, I will gladly pay you. That foolish woman has caused me nothing but embarrassment. She needs to be dragged home.
The guards disagree.
They are more disagreeable than my wife. Maybe your friend is more sensible. Her family is getting suspicious. They think I might have done something to her. Even if... Well, I just want to make sure they know I didn't do it.
Do you think Ninette might be in trouble?
It's her own doing. Gallivanting about with men half her age. Pah! She's just trying to show me I am tied to her purse strings.
You're more concerned what her family thinks than what happened to her.
Ninette keeps the company of other men, huh? And makes no secret of it. I'll be better off with her gone. Well, as long as her family knows I had nothing to do with it. They would ruin me otherwise.
I can't imagine why she'd leave you. You're such a prize.